Hello everybody, welcome back to the Decks of the Weekend. I am back from Minneapolis. I've been away for about 10 days, I would say, but I'm finally back. I have to unpack my luggage, get ready for tomorrow's stream, but I'm back to my YouTube channel. Of course, there's a video every day, but I was not here, so happy to be home. What I have in front of me is a standard deck, and this will be probably the last time I play standard in a long time because I came home from the Pro Tour Minneapolis. Unfortunately, I did not come home with the qualifications for the next one. I didn't do well. I played Grexis in standard, which was definitely worse than Rakdos, and in draft also didn't do great. On the Sunday, I played a PTQ, which I fell 2 wins short of requalification, as in I lost. Basically like the semifinals, I would say, for the invite. But overall, I was playing Rakdos, which is much better, and this is the deck that Nathan Stoyer and his team dominated the event with. Even if you don't play match standard, you will love to know that there was a total domination of one single team. They just brought this deck, which like it innovates, of course, as we have light up the stage plus chatter, which is something new, but outside of that is just basically a very refined version of the Fable Harvester that just took the event by storm with 4 members in the top 8. But only Nathan managed to get through the semifinals and then won the whole thing. Nathan, for those of you who don't know, has won the world champion and has top 8 the previous Pro Tour. So since Paper Magic came back, he's just, yeah, his records, his results are amazing. Of course, I need to mention my friend and co-host of the podcast, Javier Dominguez, who also top 8 with this deck. They were teammates, so yeah, congratulations, Javier. I'm gonna record with him tomorrow for the podcast, so check it out. But yeah, as I said, this will be probably the last time I play Stand in a while, so let's go back to the formats that I will play the most, which for this month in particular will be Pioneer, because the next event for competitive Magic for me, it's indeed the regional championship. And in Europe, we also have our circuit, the Legacy European Tour, which will have an event in Valencia in the 25th of May, which I will go to. So you will find me there playing some Pioneer. But yeah, again, so this month I will play maybe a little bit less of modern or a little bit less of like the more casual formats like Legacy and Pauper, which by the way do very well on my channel. So I'll probably hurt my viewership a little bit, but I love to get back on the Pro Tour again, like competitive Magic. I mean, I love to be a YouTuber and streamer, but mostly what I love Magic for is to compete at the highest level. So I definitely want to go back there. And to do that, you have to follow the formats that wizards choose to use. So even if I don't like Pioneer very much, or if I don't like Standard very much, or if I don't like Draft very much, the greater goal of winning a Pro Tour just overrides all of this, because at the end of the day, it's Magic. So even if I believe that, you know, Modern, Legacy are better, it's not by too much, you know what I mean? So overall, I will definitely find some enjoyment and entertainment to find a new Pioneer deck that I like. But what I have in front of me is not a totally new deck, as I have, last time I played Pioneer in a tournament was in Sofia in November for the regional championship. I didn't do well with Rakdos in the main event, but I played the Classic, which was like 200 people event, and I won it with Enigmatic Incarnation, although my list had Yorion. This list I have in front of me has Keruga as a companion. This list won the most recent challenge, and it is definitely a unique one. You do have a cheaper mana interaction with Bone Crusher Giant, Leyline Binding, as well as you can maybe link something on turn 2 with a Touchless Pure, although you don't combo with Solitude in this deck. There's a new card here, just Heliod. It's a new card, so for those of you who don't know, it's a 4-mana Fofo that when it comes into play, you reanimate, you raise dead an enchantment from your graveyard to your hand, which is very real, especially with cards like Touch the Pure Realm. And then you can, for only 3 mana, transform it. It becomes a 4/6 that you make a spells as story a flash, and they cost 1 less for each card your opponent is drawing this turn. Pretty weird, but overall it just discounts your hand and it gives it flash, so very strong. But again, I would say that the biggest reason why we play Heliod is for the Raise Dead ability. You can sacrifice a Tajosphere Realm, pick Heliod and or Fable, pick Heliod, then pick back up the Fable. So that's kind of cool. Clever Personator is the clone, again a new addition. You know, Atraxa new addition as well. And Elish Norn. So definitely, since of course you can play like Chain to the Rocks and a cheaper mana card, you don't need, you cannot play 2-drops enchantment. You don't need the 3 mana creatures. So that's the biggest difference from my version with yours. But overall, I'm excited to try this deck. I'll play it tomorrow on stream for Channel Fireball. So you'll find this video probably just the very next day on the Channel Fireball YouTube channel, which I also do one weekly video for, as well as my YouTube channel. And now finally, let's go to Modern, which is of course the format that I will, you know, just play for fun, and I will learn my YouTube channel loves. It's definitely the one I keep the most care of with my monthly power ranking update. I did one just before leaving where I put Team of Rhinos on top. If you haven't, check it out on the Channel Fireball YouTube channel. But this deck is wild. So this comes from a brew from Aspiring Spike. But you know, as much as I love Aspiring Spike, again, I hung out with him this weekend. He's such a nice guy. Very fun to hang around with. I usually love to pay more attention to the challenge. Winners, top 4, and things like that. And Bob 49, which is a combo aficionado, top 4 the challenge with this list. So here we go. There's it's slightly different from Spike list, as he's playing Storm the Festival. This is a 6 mana card that you see very much in Pioneer, but never saw it in Modern, as well as Golos and Timeless Lotus, which combos with Amulet of Vigor. Basically, with Amulet in play, you play Timeless Lotus, and that's just 5 mana right there. If you have 2 Amulet, that's 10 mana right there. What do you do with that? Well, you have Karn, you have Emrakul, you have Storm the Festival for Golos. What do you get with Golos? Well, you can get Lotus Field, comes simply on tap, that's 3 mana. Or you can get Mycosynth Gardens to copy more artifacts and so on and so forth. So, of course, you have all the bounce lands alongside with Amulet of Vigor. But you don't have the Titan, Summoner's Pact, things like that. So it's similar decks than Amulet Titan, but it's different. Again, I'll play this deck tomorrow, so it will be on my YouTube channel very soon. That's it for this week. Again, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but I just returned from the, you know, international flight and things like that. Haven't slept much, but I was definitely happy to record this video, which I've been thinking about in the flight. So here we go. Let's go back to making content, of course, with the idea always on returning to the Pro Tour. Thank you everybody for watching, and yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment so that you catch all the Mengucci videos.